Hello everyone, I am Megha Sharma from Business Department, Tecnia Institute of Advanced Studies, going to talk about business environment, its meaning, importance and characteristics. So meaning of business environment. The word business environment indicates the aggregate total of all people, organization and other forces that are outside the power of industry but that may affect its production. Therefore, the financial, cultural, governmental, technological and different forces which work outside the enterprise are the part of its environment. The individual customers are facing enterprise as well as the management. Customer groups, opponents, media, courts and other establishment working outside an enterprise comprise of its environment. Let's talk about the importance of business environment. Just like us, the business operation do not survive in confinement, while an individual enterprise is able to do minute change or manage these forces. It has no choice to reacting or modifying according to them. Good knowledge of environment by business managers allow them not only to recognize and assess but also respond to the forces outside their enterprise. The significance of business environment and its perception by managers can be understood if the content of below mentioned following points. It helps in identifying opportunities and making first mover advantage. The environment provides numerous opportunities and it's necessary to identify opportunity to improve performance of a business. Early identification gives an opportunity to an enterprise to be the first identify opportunity instead of losing to the competitors. It helps the firm identify threats and early warning signals. The business environment helps it understanding the threats which are likely to happen in future. Environmental awareness can help managers identify various threats on time and serve as early warning signals. Example, Patanjali products have become warning signal to the rest of FMCG. The sector to develop similar product. Similarly, if an India firm finds an foreign multinational is entering into the Indian market with a new substitute, it needs to prepare for accordingly. Chinese mobile phones have become a threat to Indian mobile phones manufacturers. Third point, it helps in tapping useful resources. Business and industry avail the resource that is input from the environment and convert them into the usable products that is output and provide to the society. The environment provide various input resources like finance, machine, raw material, power, water, labor, etc. The business enterprise provides output such as goods and services to the customers, payment of taxes to the government and investors, so on. Example, with the demand of latest technology, manufacturers will tap the resource from the environment to the manufacturers of LED TVs and smart TVs rather than collecting resources of black and white TVs. It helps in coping with rapid changes. The business environment is changing rapidly. The industry is getting affected by changing market conditions, turbulent market environment, less brand loyalty, divisions of market, changes in fashion and more demanding customers. And global competitions are some of the examples of changing the business environment. For example, Jack Ma started Alibaba and he could see the potential of interest in e-commerce. It helps in assisting planning and policy formulation. The business environment brings both threats and opportunity a business. Awareness of business environment helps in deciding future planning or decision making. Example, multi-entries of Chinese phones like Vivo, Xiaomi, Oppo, etc. have posed a threat to a local players like Micromax, Carbon, Lava, etc. to think afresh how to deal with the situation. Next point is, it helps in improving performance. Environmental studies reveal that the success of an enterprise is closely bound to the changes in the environment. The enterprise which monitors and adopts a suitable business practice not only improve their performance but becomes a leader in the industry also. Example, Apple has been successful in maintaining its market share due to its proper understanding of environment and making suitable innovation in its products. Now let's talk about the features of business environment. First feature is the totality of external forces. Business environment includes everything which is outside the organization. If we add all these forces, we will have a form of business environment. For example, Pepsi, Coca-Cola got permission to set their business in India, it was an opportunity for them and the threat for the local manufacturers like Goldspot, Campa-Cola, etc. Specific and general forces. Specific forces are those forces which are directly affect the operational activities of business enterprise. Example, suppliers, customer, investors, competitors, financier, etc. General forces are those forces which are indirectly affect the functioning of business enterprise. Example, economic, social, political, legal, technological condition. Interrelatedness. Different forces are the different business environment are interrelated to each other. One component of the business environment affect the functioning of other components. Example, the increased life expectancy of people and awareness of health consciousness has increased the demand for many health products like Diet Coke, olive oil and many health products. Dynamic nature. The business environment is dynamic in nature. It keeps on changing in terms of technological improvement, shifts in consumer preferences, a threat to entry in competition in the new market. Example, many establishing companies in FMCG, that is fast moving consumer goods sector, are focusing on producing the goods with the natural ingredients with the entry of Patanjali products. Uncertainty. The changes in the business environment cannot be predicted accurately because of the future uncertainties. This is very difficult to predict the changes in the economic and social environment. Example, there has been a sharp decline in the prices of Android smartphone due to the entry of many new companies. Complexity. All the forces of business environment are interrelated and dynamic, which makes it very difficult to understand. Complex nature business environment can be understood if we study in parts. For example, increase in the goods of service tax to by 15% would increase the revenue of government by 15%, which would help the government to improve social being of the people and reduce the personal disposable income of rich people, thereby controlling the inflation. Relativity. Business environment differ from place to place, region to region and country to country. Example, in China, the electricity to the industry is provided at a cheaper rate. As consumption increases and hence it leads to the mass production, whereas in India it is otherwise. Higher consumption of electricity leads to costly electricity, which results lower production, higher cost of production. I hope you liked the lecture. Please like, subscribe and share the Tecnia TV. Thank you.